Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Corrina Rachel. I'm a certified holistic health coach, and if you are new to Psyche Truth channel, I want to send you a big welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And to all of you who have been so sweet and supportive of our channel for however many years it may have been, thank you so much, and thank you for joining me for this little chat. So we've got Steve T in here, Matt A, Bob Caterpillar, Ben Brazula, Kitty Cute, lots of people filing into the chat now. So hello, and thank you all so much for being here. If y'all want to let me know that everything is looking okay, sounding okay, that's always super helpful. I don't really have my usual team of folks helping me out, checking on all of my audio and video levels, etc. Thank you so much. Lots of hellos from everyone in here. I would love to give each and every one of you a shout out, but then I wouldn't have time to make my awesome, super exciting announcement. So, alrighty. Okay, so we've got plenty of people in here now. So I do want to let you guys know, starting on this coming Monday, which is about 5 days away, in case you have no idea what day it is, like me. Starting on Monday, April the 20th, we are going to be posting Julia Marie's 30-day Yoga for Weight Loss Challenge right here on the YouTube channel. So she has a brand new 30-day challenge called the 30-day Power Up, and it is available now on Amazon Prime. I know a lot of you guys have done her Couch to Confident 14-day program and the 30-day weight loss program that has already been up on Amazon Prime for a while. So there's that program, and now there's also the 30-day Power Up. So there's actually 60 plus 14, 74 days of yoga with Julia Marie already up on Amazon Prime. But for those of you who do not have Amazon Prime, we thought it would be a good idea, since everyone, well, most people anyway, are quarantined at home. We're actually going to post her 30-day Yoga for Weight Loss Challenge right here on the YouTube channel. So for some of you, you may have actually already done that challenge if you're an Amazon Prime member, in which case you can either do it again with all of your friends here on YouTube, or you could be doing the 30-day Power Up on Amazon, concurrently while other people are doing the 30-day weight loss challenge. So for those of you who are maybe thinking like, yoga, I don't know, like why would I want to do a yoga for weight loss challenge while I'm in quarantine? Well, as a holistic health coach, I have a couple of thoughts on that. So I'm going to talk about that. I do want to also open this up a little bit for questions. I'm probably not going to do as long of a live chat as I normally do here, but if you guys have questions, please leave them here in the chat and I will do my best to get to them. And if you leave a bunch of question marks at the beginning of your question, it just kind of helps it to pop out among all of these comments here. YouTube does this thing where there's like no comments, and then it just floods with like 20,000 bazillion comments at once. So my apologies if I miss any of your questions. I will say, guys, that if you super chat me, which is to leave a tip, even if it's just $1, 50 cents, whatever. If you super chat, it will actually bump your question up to the top and it gives me a little note. So if you have a super pressing question you really want answered, I encourage you to leave it with a little super chat, a little tip. Not only is that really, really helpful to us right now, but it also makes it easier for me to see your question. Alrighty, so, is the yoga program suitable to add to an existing strength training regimen for people who are already quite fit? This is from Heather C. So I would say 100% yes. All right, so this 30-day weight loss challenge is a really wonderful, kind of well-rounded program. So while there is a good amount of HIIT fitness, so that's where you're doing high intensity interval exercises in order to pump up your metabolism and burn fat, it also has a lot of flexibility, mobility. And one of the things they talk about in yoga is this concept of controlled range of motion. And the idea is that you are more safely expanding your flexibility and expanding your range of motion, but in a really safe and supportive way. And that's one thing that Julia, I feel, is very, very thorough at explaining how to do that. Like, what's the difference between dumping into your flexibility or using a more controlled range of motion? So lots of range of motion, flexibility, stretching the side body, which is really, really important. And it's something that we don't often do in a lot of our other fitness regimens. And as far as like, well, why would I do a yoga challenge during this coronavirus pandemic? Well, there are a lot of reasons that yoga, I would say, is ultra beneficial right now. So number one, it's training you to breathe and to breathe really deeply. It's actually strengthening and training all of the muscles that are involved in breathing. So the intercostal muscles between your ribs, your different abdominal muscles. We also have musculature on the sides of the body and back of the body that help us to breathe. So in a time where we're all potentially worried about this respiratory illness, anything that you're doing that encourages you to breathe really deeply and kind of strengthen those breath muscles, I would really encourage you to do that. And again, this is something that's healthy for you all the time, but I think right now is even maybe more important because we don't want to gain the quarantine, right? Or the quarantine 15. I've heard a couple different things thrown around because we're mostly staying in our homes. We're not as active. It's really going to be likely that we start accumulating excess weight because we're not getting the same activity. So now is maybe a better time than any to embark on a 30-day yoga challenge. This program also has some yin yoga, which is slow, restorative yoga to help you sleep. We have lots of flows that are really designed to nurture your joints and keep your body really healthy as you start ramping up your fitness. All right, I'm seeing lots of question marks in here. Let me go look at some of these. So yeah, Heather C, definitely I would say this would be a great thing for somebody who's already super fit. You've got power yoga, high intensity interval training, controlled range of motion, lots of building are important all the time. And maybe even extra important. So Tanya Pal is asking, is this for beginners? So the word beginners is kind of broad and it's very inexact, right? So there are people who maybe if this is your very first time ever coming to yoga, you may find that this is a little bit too challenging for you because it is a program designed to challenge you and help you rev up your metabolism so that you can burn excess fat. However, it's not so intense that I don't think that some beginners would still be fine in this program. And I would just say that if you start doing the program and you're on day 3 and you're like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I'm not ready for this. We have so many yoga for complete beginners, stretches for the inflexible. All right. If you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm too inflexible for yoga, search inflexible on our channel. We actually have several videos called like yoga for the inflexible, stretches for the inflexible, where people have really shown you how you can, from a complete beginner's perspective, start to open up your body and get it ready for doing some yoga. So I would say that it is probably fine for beginners to try out, but you just really want to listen to your body. And if it feels too intense, we have lots and lots of other yoga videos that you can do to help prime you up for this challenge. And if you do have Amazon Prime, you can do her 14-day Couch to Confident program. And that will be a very good way to get a beginner ready for this program. As I'm sitting here reading through other questions, I would also just mention we have a 2-week free trial on our yoga app, Yoga Plus. So if you are looking at the 30-day challenge and it feels too challenging, go download Yoga Plus, start your 2-week free challenge, and you can do, you can do that 14-day Couch to Confident beginner series and then come back and join us for the 30-day Yoga for Weight Loss challenge. Mary Gatto, I've sat so much and ate too much. How do I get going again? You know, Mary, you just have to start somewhere. I think for me, a lot of times I just psych myself out, like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's going to be too hard. So giving yourself a really super simple little thing, like, okay, I'm just going to do 1 minute per day of standing up, doing some stretches, doing some jumping jacks, maybe, doing some of our little yoga videos. We have lots of 10-minute yoga. I think we even have some like 7-minute yoga classes. But just start somewhere, even if it's small, even if it's like, okay, for 5 minutes, I'm going to just walk around the block or walk around my house. Something I've been doing a lot is just kind of walking the perimeter of each room in my house, just to kind of keep myself busy, just to be walking somewhere rather than nowhere. Okay, BG, we do have some standing yoga videos. Okay, Sahara Shrestha. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. She asks, will it also suggest diet info? Yes. Oh my gosh, how did I not mention this already? So every single class in the 30-day yoga challenge, and there are 30 different yoga classes, there's no repeats. Every single class has a little bonus tip or homework assignment at the end where she talks about setting your goals, what to eat, simple nutrition tips, satisfying your, I'm just looking here at my notes. So I shot the program just in case people are like, so who are you? Why are you telling me about this program? I filmed it. So, of course, Julia Marie, our lovely yoga teacher, is the star of the challenge. She put it all together, but I actually filmed it. So I was there while we were filming all of these. I'm actually the one who typed up all of these notes and came up with all the little titles of the videos. So some of the homeworks that are on here: how to satisfy your sweet tooth, how to boost your metabolism, what are detox myths, portion control, simple ideas for portion control, comfort food substitutes, how to start swapping out some of the things that you're used to eating for just healthier options, healthier versions of those things. So yes, there's lots of dietary advice in addition to yoga, stretching, intense workouts, and really nice restorative flows to help you recover and get you ready for the next workout. And yes, Victoria Hankins, this program is designed for weight loss. And she did an amazing job of putting together some super effective power yoga HIIT workouts. She has a couple of power yoga HIIT workouts that we've posted on YouTube already that would just kind of give you a taste of what is in this program. But yes, it is definitely a weight loss program. And if you do it effectively and eat right, yoga for weight loss is not going to work if you're way overeating junk foods every day. But if you follow the nutrition advice and you're doing this program every day, following along, you should definitely lose some weight or minimally feel a lot more strong and flexible when you get done. Okie dokie. Haley Farron, is there a certain diet? So Julia does not outline a specific diet for you to do, like keto or paleo or vegan. And I've spoken to her about this a lot. And essentially her feelings are that each person really needs to be responsible for how they want to eat and what diet is maybe the most appealing to them or the most workable for them. So she really tries to stay away from giving people super specific recommendations of what to eat. But she does offer a lot of really good health tips and health advice in the program that you could kind of use in conjunction with whatever dietary guidelines you're already following. So if you're vegan, you can apply some of these tips. If you're keto, you can apply some of these tips. Largely, there's a much bigger focus on the physical rather than super meticulously telling you exactly what to eat or how many calories you can eat. I think that there's just so much information out there about different diets, and each person's body responds so differently to different diets that she just kind of chose, hey, you know what? I'm going to not instruct people exactly what to eat in this program. I'm just going to focus on the yoga and then give people some really nice kind of general guidelines of how they can make healthier choices. Okay, May Abels, how does yoga benefit you? How does yoga benefit you? Cool. So one of the things that we wrote down as we were filming this shoot, where is it? Benefits. Dun, 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 dun. Because I love this stuff. So I'm just going to read these off to you. Yoga reduces cortisol levels. So cortisol is your stress hormone, and there have been a lot of scientific research specifically linking cortisol with excessive belly fat. So reducing your stress levels, your cortisol levels, can be very, very good for loosening up that stubborn belly fat. There's also a great deal of core exercise, oblique exercise, upper abdominals, lower abdominals, transverse abdominals, all getting worked pretty much in every yoga class that you do. So yoga is great for your belly, for your reducing belly fat, for reducing stress. It also helps to balance hormones by improving circulation to your adrenal gland, your thyroid. We also get a lot of different inverted poses, which are great for circulation because you're just taking the body out of its normal gravity pulling downward toward the feet. So for instance, downward dog or working on handstand. These are really, really great ways, even just a simple forward fold, bending over, letting your head drop down toward the floor. These types of inversions are really, really great for balancing your hormones. Burn more calories by working the big burner muscle groups. So your legs, your quads, your glutes, these muscles are some of the most effective calorie burning muscles in your entire body. And when you're working your legs, your quads, your glutes, your hammies, all of those different kind of lower body muscles, those are some of the best ways to stimulate fat burning because those big, big muscles require a lot of energy to get used. So lots of calorie burning due to working those big burner muscles. Reduce pain and tension because relaxed muscles are more capable of doing work. So this kind of comes back to what I was saying that, about maybe 80% of the program is intense fat burning workouts. And then maybe 15 to 20% are yin yoga, recovery yoga, restorative yoga that's really designed to keep your muscles and joints really, really, really healthy as you continue to strengthen them and burn more calories with them, essentially. Improve your mobility so that you can do more intense workouts. Also, for those of you who are lifting weights or doing other more intense types of exercises, improving that controlled range of motion and mobility will be super, super helpful for any type of fitness endeavor that you do. Let's see, detox, weight loss. Anytime we're doing twists, this is something we do a lot in yoga. Those twists kind of wring out your organs. They kind of compress everything down. And it's really great, not only for assisting and kind of boosting healthy digestion, but those detoxing twists can also be really helpful in loosening up that fat so that it can be burned off and removed from the body. So there's a lot of different benefits that we get when we do these types of twists. Healthy skin as a product of improved lymphatic flow and detoxification benefits. I'm just going on and on here. There's actually so many more. Here's another one. This one's in bold because I thought it was really important. The brain loves cross-body movements. So whether this is something simple like tapping your right shoulder, tapping your left shoulder. This is something that we do in plank poses sometimes, right? Little shoulder taps in planks. That's one great example. You can also think about bird dog, right? Which is where you're in like a cat-cow position on all fours, and then you extend your left arm and right leg, and then switch. extend your right arm and your left leg. These types of exercises that cause you to work with the left hemisphere and right hemisphere in conjunction are so good for your brain. Your brain and your nervous system just loves these, any type of movement that crosses that brain barrier, the two hemispheres of the brain. So there's a lot of that in yoga. You could think about dancer pose as a really great example of coordinating your right and left sides, right? So we get a lot of that in yoga. There's a lot of that in this program. Better focus, fall asleep more easily, improve your balance, improve your confidence, better diaphragmatic breathing with, excuse me, I'm like stumbling over my words here. Better diaphragmatic breathing, which stimulates the vagus nerve and triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's your rest, digest, and defend nervous system, parasympathetic. And that's a big part of what we are working with when we do yoga, and especially an intense program like this. Okay, let's see. Bree Johnson, is Julia good at giving modifications for those that might have chronic pain issues? All right, so really good question, Bree. I think that Julia is a phenomenal yoga teacher, and she is very mindful about offering people modifications because she's taught so many classes and worked one-on-one with so many people. She just kind of has this really extensive mental Rolodex, for lack of a better term, in terms of what poses might be challenging for people and what modifications she finds tend to be really helpful for people. So I think she's fantastic at that. I would say that if you are somebody experiencing chronic pain, to just exercise a little extra caution as you move into this program, because this is a program designed for weight loss. It's not a program designed for chronic pain. So if you're doing it and you find that pain is worse and it's too intense, check out either the 14-day Couch to Confidence over on Amazon Prime, or any of our videos that are called Yoga for Complete Beginners or Stretches for the Inflexible. Those types of videos will be much less likely to aggravate chronic pain. We also have a lot of videos that are like yin yoga or yoga for back pain. Those would also be really good videos for somebody who's maybe already experiencing chronic pain issues and you just want to be extra gentle with how you move into a movement regimen. Bob Caterpillar, how much does it cost to join? It's completely free. 100% absolutely free. So previously, as some of you guys know, our 30-day, what we call premium yoga programs, were only available either on our yoga app, Yoga Plus, or on Amazon Prime Video. So even though most people have Amazon Prime, we kind of consider that it's not completely free, but it's basically free. We've decided that we want to put an actual full 30-day yoga program right here on YouTube. So it's literally 100% completely free, doesn't cost you a single thing to join in and do the 30-day program. And I think that we will also coordinate some really fun little giveaways for the people who are being a part of the challenge. So basically, we'll have time that you can post a video of yourself or post a photo of yourself following along with Julia Marie, and then we will select winners from the people who are doing the challenge. And we have some fun little stuff lined up for you guys that we will be giving away. While I'm on the topic of giveaways, I do just want to mention, right now we are running a giveaway on this Health Fort massage gun. So unfortunately, mine is not charged at the moment. It was charged like earlier today, but now I need to plug it in again. But basically, it's like a percussive massage gun, right? Kind of does this number. And it's awesome because you can work on yourself, like on your forearms. A lot of times I'll hold it like right here on like behind, not on the actual bone of the shoulder, but this nice kind of fleshy part, the back of your deltoid, Feels so good. Gunk, 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 gunk. I also use it on my glutes, my hips, my IT band, my calves. I freaking love this thing. So anyways, if you head over to our Instagram page, you can figure out how to enter. Basically, you just leave a comment, tag somebody in the comments, join the email list for Always. That's the company who makes the gun. But this is awesome. Any of you guys out there that are athletes, or people who are, usually getting massages and now you can't get a massage because we're in quarantine, this is a great thing for self-massage. And those of you who happen to be massage therapists, this is a great thing to have in your practice as well. But we're in quarantine for a while, at least for a little while longer. So sign up, you can win it. If you check out our recent back massage video on YouTube, that also has a link over to our Instagram where you can sign up to win. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Win a massage gun. All right, so it's free to join. It's going to be right here posting on YouTube. We're going to start on this coming Monday, which is April 20th. And then obviously, if you're not ready to start it Monday, you don't have to. You could start it a couple days later. You could start it a week later. But if you want to be doing it with all of us and with everyone else who's doing it, we're going to start Monday. I'm going to schedule the videos to post early in the morning each day. So whenever time you decide to do the class, the video will already be up there for you. So some people like to do it in the morning, some people afternoon. Most of us are sitting around all day now. You could even do it twice in a day if you wanted. So SMM is asking, does this require a subscription? So all you have to do is be subscribed to our YouTube channel. And technically, I guess you don't have to subscribe, but we would sure love it if you would subscribe and click the notification bell. But yeah, all you have to do is come and click on the YouTube video, and then boom, you're doing the 30-day challenge. It's completely free to sign up. All of the videos, all 30, along with the homework assignments, will get posted right here on this YouTube channel, Psyche Truth. Doesn't cost you a single thing to join. And like I said, we'll probably have some fun little giveaway types of things that we're doing as well to help get people to stay excited about this challenge. All righty. Here's some questions. Oh yeah, okay, I did that one already. Is there a certain diet? So no, there's not a super specific diet that she recommends, but she does offer a lot of different health tips and nutrition advice in the bonus tips of each video. Somebody asked, what time? Where in the world am I? So it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am here in Austin, Texas, where it's probably about 90 degrees outside. It's pretty warm. Pretty warm. Oh, Veggie Chick, how long will the videos be? So each class varies a little bit. Most of them are like 20 to 30. However, there are a couple of classes that are a little bit longer. As you get into the last couple weeks of the challenge, she kind of hits you with a couple of like 45-minute classes. But let's see if I have that written down. So yeah, I don't have the durations written down here, but approximately somewhere between 20 and 40 minutes for each class. I think most of them hit around 20 to 25. And then we will post a calendar for you guys so that you can kind of be following along and referencing, and it'll give you a way of knowing like how long you need for tomorrow's class. And yes, Julia Marie is in all of them. She has been doing a lot of live streams for Honest Soul Yoga, which is her yoga business and yoga studios that she started. So she's been super busy with that, which is why we could not actually coordinate both of us to do this. Although I'm hopefully going to get her to be able to do a live chat with you guys at some point. But yes, this entire program is hosted organized and put together by the lovely Julia Marie. And she did such a great job putting this program together. And the reason that I am here telling you guys about it is because I filmed it. I think this is the sign for like, I made a video, right? So I filmed all of the videos. I wrote all of the notes and all of the video titles that we used and all that stuff. So I have a very close relationship with the program. But Julia Marie is your yoga teacher in this program, and she is the one who put all of it together. The sunshine fee. Is it best to do this in the morning? So that's a really good question. There's a lot of different research out there surrounding this question of, when is it best to work out? There's a lot of people who get that burst of motivation to do something like this first thing in the morning. However, there is some evidence that people who do intense workouts in the morning are more likely to injure themselves because you're just not as warmed up first thing in the morning. Whereas if you are doing a more intense workout later in the day, your body is just more warmed up. Your muscles, your joints, everything is just a little bit more warm and ready. So if you do it in the morning, I think that's still a great idea. And if you like working out in the morning, you should totally do that. It's a great time to work out. Just remember that you may need to do a little bit of extra warming up or do a couple jumping jacks or a nice little quick walk around the block or something to get your body nice and warm and ready for some of these more intense yoga moves and exercises. Nitin Agarwal, pardon me, I totally ruined your name pronunciation. Can we mix yoga and aerobic exercises for weight loss? Yes, definitely. And I would say that this program is actually a really good blend of yoga and aerobic exercises specifically designed for weight loss. So that is one of the reasons this is such an effective program, is that there is that high intensity interval aerobic exercise component. But you could also do this program in conjunction with whatever aerobic exercises you're already doing. That would be fantastic. Tiffany Brown, do we need outside access? No. You can do every single class from the comfort of your home. You will probably need a yoga mat or a comfy place to work. So if you don't have a yoga mat, maybe if you have a room that has carpet and you could just lay down like a bath towel, could be nice. Or if you don't have a yoga mat, any kind of exercise mat, even a... I'm trying to think of what those things are called. Those little kind of like mini mats or whatever. But a yoga mat would be nice. If you have blocks, that can be helpful as well. But really and truly, you don't need anything for this program. Aside from maybe a yoga mat, will definitely help you be a lot more comfortable doing these yoga poses. Steve T, are you the owner of Psyche Truth? So I have been working for Psyche Truth, this channel, for about 10 years now. It'll be 10 years in October, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not the owner, so to speak. I didn't start this channel, but I have been on board with this channel for almost its entire life. The channel was started by a guy named Mike. He's super shy. He doesn't like going on camera, which is kind of funny, which is why you don't see him. But I'm actually in his house right now. That's his really cool lightsaber up there. Lightsaber. Oh, and there's our YouTube awards hanging on the wall here. Pretty cool. There's Psyche Truth. There's the ASMR channel. Kind of cool. So Mike owns this channel. He kind of handles all of the businessy aspects of things. And then I do the filming. I do obviously my own videos. I publish the videos on YouTube. Sunshine Fee, how many hours should there be between a meal and yoga practice? Again, I think this is something where people are very different. And it's also going to depend a lot on what you're eating. So if you eat a really big meal with a lot of, processed foods in it, I would give maybe 1 to 2 hours between a really big meal like that and doing yoga. Just because feeling like your belly is really big and bloated and full and you're kind of in a food coma is not going to be the most awesome time to try and do yoga. But at the same time, I think that people who, work out on an empty stomach, it just really varies from person to person. So there's some people who swear by doing their workouts or doing yoga without eating anything at all. And then there's other people who are like, oh no, I can't do that, or else I pass out, or I don't feel good, or whatever. I personally like to have at least a little bit of food in my belly before doing physical activity. Just makes me feel better, helps me not feel lightheaded. But I try to eat something that's minimally processed or not processed at all. So maybe just a piece of fruit or some like an apple with some almond butter or peanut butter on it would be something that gives you some energy, gives you a little bit of sugar, a little bit of fats and protein, but it's easy for the body to digest. So you just don't want to give your body something really processed and heavy right before you work out. But there's also no hard and fast rule around, eating and yoga. And, I've heard a lot of different things. So yeah, Kiki Kazoo is asking, or actually maybe she's telling, I can't tell if it's a question or not, but basically, no, the classes will not be live. This is a program that we filmed actually about a year ago. So they will be our usual video quality. It will not be like a live yoga class, and it will be up permanently. So if you can't do it right when we post it, that's totally fine. I'm going to post them early in the mornings so that people in whatever time zone, wherever they are, can do the video whenever they want. But just know you can do the class at whatever time of day you want to do it. And they will stay up permanently. So even if you don't do this 30-day yoga challenge now, it will be up here on the YouTube channel ready for you whenever you get that burst of motivation to try it out. And no, the classes are not going to be live. So we're all social isolating, right? You know what I mean? So there's live classes you can do with Julia. If you follow her on Instagram, Julia Marie Yoga is her channel. She has been doing some live classes on her Instagram and on the Instagram of her yoga business, Honest Soul Yoga. So if you want to do live classes with Julia, you can follow her there and check them out. But I will just say my personal experience, there's lots of people right now that are doing live classes and live yoga. And I think that's super awesome. And I've had some fun doing them. But the quality is just like nowhere close to what I'm kind of used to from like watching a professionally produced yoga video where you can hear their voice really well. There's multiple camera angles so that you can see them really well. It's lit really well so you can actually see what they're doing. It's cool doing live classes with people. I think it's really fun, but I think there's also a lot of benefit to doing a class that's previously recorded because it's just going to look so much better, sound so much better. And I think it's actually easier to follow because you can see what's going on. But everyone's different. If you want to do live yoga with Julia, go follow her. You can check it out. But these classes will not be recorded live. I would not recommend doing yoga with a full bladder. Sounds like a really good way to pee yourself. Yes, it does. I saw a question about a knee injury during yoga. If you put in knee or knee pain as a search term on this channel. We have a couple videos that people have done over the years specifically about caring for your knees and ways that you can strengthen the little tiny muscles around the kneecap that will help give you more stability in your knees. A lot of it also comes with alignment of your quads, your hips, your IT band can even throw your knees off. So there's a lot that you can do to help protect and strengthen the knee and keep them really healthy. So knee pain as a search term on our channel will take you to those videos. Wolf packs. How are you doing today in the quarantine with coronavirus? Are you safe? Are you going crazy? So I am on, actually tomorrow will be day 30 for me in quarantine. I feel like it's super surreal, honestly. I'm trying to be as positive as I can about everything because I realize that stress is ultra bad for you. So obviously things are stressful right now. And yes, I am stressed out by watching all of the coronavirus stuff going on around me. I'm stressed out by not being able to go and film videos and do what I love doing every day. But I also am so overwhelmingly thankful that I have a home. I have food. I have my health. In this time more than ever, it's so important for us to be grateful for all of the things that we have and to not focus so much on the things that we don't have or the things that are challenging right now. Any excess stress that you're putting yourself under is just making everything worse. So I'm really trying to stay grateful for all of the things I have. So grateful for all of the essential workers out there right now who every single day are putting themselves in the line of danger and potentially exposing themselves or their families to this virus. I don't know. I feel like I just said the same thing over and over, but basically, yes, it's not ideal to be quarantined, but I am just overwhelmed with feeling grateful that I, am quarantined in my house. I'm not in a hospital. I'm not away from I am away from the people that I love, as in I can't actually be in the same room with them, but I'm not super far from them. I'm not in a hospital away from them. I don't have, the worries that all of our essential workers are facing every single day. Those are the people who are overwhelmed. Those are the people who I feel have a right to be stressed out and to be overwhelmed. And those of us who are just sitting in our houses really can't complain compared to what so many people on this planet are going through right now. RV Shawshank, are these yoga classes from a starting level? I am new to yoga and I'm overweight. So RV, thank you so much for your question. I would say that this challenge is somewhat beginner friendly. However, this word beginner is really broad, right? It's very, very broad. It's very inexact. So some beginners will start this program and they'll be like, whoa, this is awesome. This is intense. I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the good workout. And they'll be fine with it. But there's also, because this program is designed for weight loss, it is challenging. It's not just your general easy peasy feel good yoga program. It really is designed to kind of amp you up and challenge you. So depending on how overweight you are, or depending on how much or how little physical activity you've done previously, I would encourage you to just try it out. Worst case scenario is you do the first 2 or 3 days and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm not ready for this. And then you can check out any of our hundreds of other yoga videos. We have lots of videos called Complete Beginner's Yoga, which would be a really great thing to do for somebody who's a complete beginner. There's also videos called Stretches for the Inflexible, Yoga for the Inflexible. Those types of videos will be really, really great for literally no matter what level you're at, or if you've ever done yoga before or not. Sorry, I'm not looking to get married at the moment, and I'm in quarantine, but thank you for the offer. I am flattered. I like it when you guys ask me about my TV show recommendations. Yes, I like Super Mario Brothers. I am super into Westworld right now. Is anybody else watching Westworld? I have to say, sometimes that show's a little over my head. You're like, what in the bleep is going on? Is this a real person? Is this an android? Is this a person who has fake android things put into them? I don't know. It's freaking crazy. But anyways, Westworld, I'm super into that right now. I really liked Altered Carbon. You can see I'm kind of a like sci-fi nerd, I guess. I'm also really into Superstore right now. Kind of other end of the spectrum, not sci-fi, not crazy. I will say I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos and YouTube channels and health information, health podcasts. I mean, there's just so much information out there. So much information. So I'm really trying to take advantage of all of this downtime as like, cool, let me go and, watch this 2-hour documentary that I just never watched before because I didn't have time. So I am enjoying watching shows and Westworld and, trying to let my hair down a little bit. But I'm also trying to take this time to keep my brain active and keep learning stuff and not just be vegging out all the time because it makes me feel crummy, honestly. Like it's kind of fun while you're doing it, but then like I'll just kind of notice I'm like, and then if I go and I do something or I read a book or I listen to a cool lecture and I learn something new, it just kind of livens me up and energizes me and makes me feel a lot better than if I'm just kind of vegging out on the couch doing nothing. I start to feel like just wasting my life away. Not awesome feeling. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, Wolfpacks, I think you are trolling me now. Oh, Big Bad John. Oh, Logan 1 says, look. They put Takeshi Kovacs in a new sleeve for the last season. So it was a different actor. I actually really liked that. I don't know what that guy's name was, but I liked that actor that was in the previous season. But they had to re-sleeve him, which makes sense if you watch the show. And, I think one of the reasons that I really kind of gravitated toward Altered Carbon and Westworld and these types of shows is that I am like a diehard Ghost in the Shell fan. I feel like these shows are just kind of reimaginations of Ghost in the Shell and just kind of this idea of questioning like, what is human? If you can program an android to feel emotions, then are they human too? Deep thoughts with your virtual health coach. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm going to go one who is maybe just now tuning into the live chat, or maybe you were distracted reading comments and you weren't actually listening to anything I said the whole time. I know I've been guilty of that myself. I just want to say one more time here, the main purpose of this live chat is that I am announcing our 30-day Yoga for Weight Loss challenge, which we'll be posting right here on Psyche Truth YouTube channel. And it starts this coming Monday, which is April 20th. ready, get amped up, and get ready for this challenge. We are so excited. Rachel is my handle on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me, come follow me. Say what's up. Get a little taste of my personal life, which is pretty dull, I'll be honest, but whatever. Trying to keep it fun, trying to keep it lighthearted, becoming more mobile and more flexible, but in a really safe and supportive way. You will also work on nourishing your joints and keeping your joints really nice and healthy. You will work on promoting recovery, reducing soreness, improving your sleep as well. There's an entire class, Yin Yoga for Sleep, designed to help you get into that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest, digest, and defend part of your nervous system, which is where most of us really need to try and be right now, even though things are super stressful and things are super scary. The more that we can try to stay out of that really stressed out nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, the better that is for our health. And just to kind of repeat some of the things that I said at the beginning of this chat, because I think it's so important. Because right now, everyone on the planet is worried about a respiratory illness. Anything that you can do to improve your breathing is one of the best things that you can do right now to try and help yourself. Number one, hopefully keep your immune system healthy enough that you never get coronavirus in the first place. But secondarily, if you were to contract this virus, which it's very likely that some of us over the next however long it is, probably will contract this virus, myself included. I'm being super, super careful, but I also recognize that anything is possible, right? This is a very ample virus in that it can survive on surfaces. It can survive in the air. People who are around other people should be wearing masks. And if you're not wearing masks, get some, or minimally tie a scarf around your face or something. Anything is better than nothing. Anyways, point being, if you were to contract coronavirus, you will be in a very, very good position if you have done some breathing exercises and some yoga, especially a program like this, which is strengthening the intercostal muscles, the abdominals, obliques, and the side and back body, which help you to take effective breaths. Doing the Ujjayi breath that you do in yoga is another really good way of just kind of training all of the muscles that help you to breathe to be as strong as possible. So that if you were to contract this respiratory illness, you have a much better chance of your lung capacity and ability to breathe being healthy and strong enough that you don't succumb to the worst end of this virus or the worser symptoms of this virus. And hopefully you don't end up on a ventilator. Maybe you don't even have to go to the hospital, because you're just having, a little bit of symptoms, but you don't actually come down with the worst case of the virus. All righty. So here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up here. I think that my YouTube is just frozen. It hasn't shown me a comment in a hot minute. But anyways, guys, while we are here, I just want to tell you how grateful I am for your kindness, for your support, for joining me in this little live chat. And I really hope that you will join me in 5 days when we start this 30-day yoga challenge together. You can follow us on Instagram at Psyche Truth. Follow me on Instagram at Corrina Rachel. Follow Julia Marie at Julia Marie Yoga. I will add all of our links down in the description of this video as soon as I get done. I should have done that before, but hindsight, as they say, right? So I'm so excited to embark on this journey with you guys. I'm going to refresh this little window here and see. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to refresh this one. I just want my comments to refresh. Come on, silly things. Anyways, so I apologize. YouTube is being super lame right now. It's not showing me any comments. So I apologize if you had a question, I didn't get to it. I will definitely be hopefully doing more of these chats to answer more of your questions. And guys, if you're interested in setting up a one-on-one health coaching session with me, you can shoot me an email. My email is emailcorrina@gmail.com. Actually has the word email in it. I was like, what should the email be? Oh, I know. Email Corrina@gmail.com. That seems, I don't know. Seemed like a good idea when I came up with it a while ago. Email Corrina@gmail.com. If you can't remember that, you can send a message to psychetruth@gmail.com, and then I'll forward you over to my personal email, and we can work on setting up a live one-on-one health coaching session where I can answer your questions live and on the spot. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I can't wait to embark on this 30-day yoga program together. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys very, very soon.